European Council President Donald Tusk on Friday congratulated British Prime Minister Theresa May on her reappointment, underscoring that Brussels and London should press ahead with Brexit talks. In a tweet, Tusk said both sides should strive for the least disruptive split possible. He said while the start of Brexit talks are uncertain, the deadline for negotiations to end remains the same. He said both sides should work to avoid a scenario where no deal is struck because negotiations are stalled. Prime Minister May, for her part, is expected to hold her first post-election cabinet meeting on Saturday. May had faced demands for her resignation after the surprise election result that led to her ruling party to lose its parliamentary majority. The scheduled meeting on Friday is seen as a bid for May to reassert her authority and project stability.
It was the own goal of all own goals. A Brexit election called and a Brexit election failed. Theresa May now be clinging on to power with her minority Conservative government, but her mission to push on with her hard Brexit has been dealt a severe blow. But she is staying in power. So Thursday's question of who will be negotiating with the EU in Brexit talks has been answered. But here in Brussels, leaders seem unconvinced that negotiations scheduled for June the 19th will go ahead. Donald Tusk, the EU Council President, said he feared a UK exit by default because negotiations wouldn't happen. The EU's Budget Commissioner also weighed in.
Indeed, there's a legally binding time limit. Our negotiations and an agreement has to come before end of March 2019. We need a draft agreement before end of October next year. So we have 15 or 16 more months.
And then there was Michel Barnier, the EU's lead Brexit negotiator, who threw the UK a line, saying talks should only start when the UK is ready, but that the timetable and EU positions were clear. And that's the thing, the EU is ready for Brexit. The European Commission published its position papers for talks with the UK on May 29th, whereas the UK in comparison has not been able to offer any coherent plan. The election result also makes the situation ever more chaotic. With May weakened, will a soft Brexit be pursued? And does the UK have any bargaining power for manoeuvre? Theresa May has lost face. She's gone from offering strong and stable leadership to just certainty. But that's the thing, there's nothing certain now when it comes to Brexit. Mariam Zali, CGTN, Brussels.